Hi students, today you are going to see some different teaching, like as you have already learnt about the electric field due to an electric dipole along the axial end and equatorial line, and also the magnetic field due to a bar magnet or the magnetic dipole along the axial line or an equatorial line. Okay, you must have learnt, but we are going to compare those two here in this video, right? Let's enjoy. Now, so we are going to measure the electric field due to an electric dipole along the axial line and magnetic field due to a bar magnet or magnetic dipole along the axial line. In the next video, we'll move on to the equatorial line based on electric field and magnetic field, right? First, the diagram. So, minus Q and plus Q are the two electric dipoles placed at the point A and B, separated by a small distance (2d). The midpoint of A and B is taken as O. Now, so here this is D and this is D, and I am going to take a point along the axial line here, capital P. Only in this point we are going to measure the electric field due to plus Q as well as due to minus Q, and remember, this arrow mark indicates the direction of the electric dipole moment. Now, let's move on to the magnetic field diagram. Here, this is electric dipole. AB is called as electric dipole, and the electric dipole moment formula is any one of the charge into the distance between the two charges, minus Q and plus Q. Here I am going to take a bar magnet with south pole, north pole. This is the axial line of the bar magnet. The distance between the bar magnet is 2L. If O is the midpoint of the bar magnet, then this is L and this one is L. So I am going to take a point on the axial line, a capital P, in which or at which we are going to measure the magnetic field due to a north pole and south pole. And here, this is the direction of magnetic dipole moment, capital M. Right? So here, Sn be the magnetic dipole or the bar magnet. Now, here capital M be the magnetic dipole moment, whose formula is M into 2L, small m into 2L, where small m is called as the pole strength of south pole, the pole strength of north pole. So, any one of the pole strengths into 2L is the magnetic dipole moment. Okay. Now, coming to electric field. Here, we are going to measure the electric field due to plus Q. It is E1, which is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by, so see, due to plus Q, I should take the distance between plus Q and the point P. Here, from this point O to the point P, the distance is some R. So, this distance will be some, so total here, this distance is R, this is D, so this will be R minus D, right? So, Q by R minus D the whole square, which act along BP. So this B, that is E1, is acting away from plus Q. Always the electric field will always act away from the positive charge. And electric field due to minus Q is E2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by, so the distance between Q and P is, this is D and this is R. So R plus D the whole square, which act along. So if it is minus Q, surely the electric field will be acting towards. So along PA. So this is the direction of the electric field E2. Right? Here the resultant electric field is equal to E1 minus E2. Always remember, the electric field due to plus Q is greater than the electric field due to minus Q. Right? Because in a battery we know that negative terminal, positive terminal. Here the positive terminal has more potential, that is higher potential. The negative terminal has lower potential. So you have to compare that with this, right? Next, here we are going to see the magnetic field. So magnetic field due to the north pole is V1, which is equal to mu naught by 4 pi, any one of the pole strength, pi. So here I am going to take the distance between the center point O and P as, so this is L, right, 2L, and this is D, right. So the distance between O and P is taken as D. Then the distance between north pole and the point P is taken as, so here, so this is D, this is L. So D minus L, the whole square, right? So it's act along NP. So this magnetic field is acting away from the north pole, right? Sorry. Then magnetic field due to south pole is V2 is equal to mu naught by 4 pi M by, see here from south pole to P it is L plus D. So D plus L the whole square, which act along. So always the magnetic field due to south pole will be always acting towards the south. So PS. So the resultant magnetic field or the total magnetic field is B1 minus B2. So here also the magnetic field due to north pole will be greater than the magnetic field due to south pole, right? And here epsilon naught means the permittivity of free space. It is called as permitting capacity. So if the charges minus Q plus Q are placed in any of the medium like water or vacuum or any medium, and if that medium permits more number of lines of force, means then the permittivity of that medium is more. And mu naught is called as the permeability of free space here. Permeability, the permitting ability of any medium or vacuum like that. So if two poles are kept in any medium like water or vacuum or any other medium, and if that medium permits more number of magnetic lines of force, then the permeability of that medium is more, right? The epsilon value is 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 c squared n inverse f power minus 2. The value for mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 Henry per meter, right? Let me wrap this. Now, fourth, E is equal to, so I'm going to substitute the values, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus d the whole square minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus d the whole square. So I'm taking q by 4 pi epsilon naught commonly outside. I'm taking the LCM of this, so r square minus d square the whole square, cross multiplying, so and expanding, cross multiplying this and expanding this, so r square plus d square plus 2rd minus r square plus d square minus 2rd. Okay. Again q by 4 pi epsilon naught, cancelling, 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 cancelling. I get 2 times of 2rd by r square minus d square the whole square. And again, see here in this diagram, the distance that is here, the distance r, no, the distance between the point O and P is very, very greater when we compare the distance small d here. So here r D is very, very lesser than R, so D squared is negligible. So I get E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into 2RD by, so D squared is negligible, so R squared the whole square, R power 4, this R get cancelled, and Q into 2D is nothing but the electric dipole moment, so 2P by 4 pi epsilon naught RQ. This electric field acts along the direction of the electric dipole moment. That is, I said the electric field due to plus Q is greater than the electric field due to minus Q. So this resultant electric field will act along the direction of the electric dipole moment, that is from minus Q to plus Q, like that, right? And here so P is equal to mu naught by 4 pi m by d minus L the whole square minus mu naught by 4 pi m by d plus L the whole square. So again, as we have taken here, mu naught m by 4 pi is taken out, taking LCM, d square minus L square the whole square, cross multiplying this, expanding this, d square plus L square plus 2LD minus d square plus L square minus 2LD, cancelling. So I get B is equal to mu naught m by 4 pi 2 times of 2LD by d square minus L square the whole square. So here also this distance is greater than the length, so L is very, very less than D, so L squared is negligible, so L squared is cancelled, so I get B is equal to mu naught m by 4 pi. We know that m into 2L is called as the magnetic dipole moment, so I can make it as capital M and 2, so 2L into m is called capital M. Here D, so I get d power 4, 1d cancel, so mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube. So here 2p by r cube, here 2m by d cube. And this magnetic field, resultant magnetic field, acts along the direction of the magnetic dipole moment, that is from south to north, along this direction. So I think you must have understood the concepts, right? So comparing, only the symbols are different, but the formulas are same, right? Thank you.